Hey guys, we are here with another video of the movie recap. Today, the movie Lone Survivor shows how an American soldier becomes the last man standing in an operation against the Taliban in Afghanistan. Lieutenant Murphy, one of the 4 officers who are given the responsibility of Ahmed Shah, awakes from sleep and gets to know that his fiancée has sent him a message. Inside the message, he sees a photo of 2 horses. He goes to Lieutenant Marcus and tells him that he wants to purchase the horses. Marcus tells him that it is not easy to pet a horse, and that one needs a lot of money to have wishes like this. Murphy goes to Lieutenant Danny instead of getting into the argument about horses. Both decide to see who is faster and they start a race. Murphy wins the race and Danny loses it, but still gets appreciation from Marcus, as Marcus tells Murphy that he was just 1 second ahead of Danny. In the next scene, they get introduced to the Taliban commander Ahmed Shah, who has killed many Marines in eastern Afghanistan. A quick response force will be on standby, and the 4 officers will lead the mission. In the next scene, we can see a helicopter arriving at the base to pick up soldiers. The helicopters pick them up and drop them at the place, which is under a cover region, and they have to walk for 4 hours to reach the village where Ahmed Shah is supposed to be. The communication with the headquarters is carried out by the process when they report to the headquarters every hour. As they're advancing toward the village, the jammers are becoming strong. The team finally reaches the point where they can see their target. They recognized Ahmed Shah with no earlobes, as it was directed by their commander. They reported to their headquarters that they had found the target. The main thing that was a hurdle was that there were more enemies than they were informed. Finally, Murphy asks Marcus if he can take the shot, but he refused to say that he does not want to risk it all. They decide to take a quick nap while Danny is given the task to keep the watch. After some time, Danny hears a goat herd, and there are 3 men with the goats. Everybody gets attentive. One of the shepherd's foot hits Marcus's feet, and the team immediately captures the 3 men and tied them with the rope. They try to communicate with the base, but they could not due to bad signals. They decide to release the shepherds and keep advancing toward the mountain. Danny is ordered to communicate with the base as soon as possible. Marcus is still thinking if they have made the right decision. All of them taking positions in the trees and start waiting for the evening so that they could get the backup team. And they also take advantage of the dark. They notice that they are surrounded by enemies. They start to look for an escape. Meanwhile, Danny gets a bullet in his knee due to miscommunication. They decide to jump off of a cliff to escape from their enemies. While jumping off the cliff, Danny gets a bullet in his shoulder and is left behind. Noah Matthews, Murphy, and Marcus are in a safe place. They are now thinking about rescuing Danny. Murphy tells Marcus that he's going to the top of the hill to get a signal so that he can communicate with the case. He finally makes it to the top and manages to communicate with the headquarters. At the same spot, he gets a bullet in his back and dies right at that moment. Danny also gets killed by the enemies. Now there are only Matthews and Marcus left behind. On the other side, the commander in headquarters sends 2 Chinook helicopters to rescue Matthews and Marcus. Helicopters are on their way while Marcus and Matthews are waiting for them. Matthews is heavily injured. He tells Marcus that he loves his wife so much. Marcus tells him that nobody's going to die. At that same point, a missile hits them, and the helicopter gets to know their position. As soon as the helicopter lands on the cliff, it is destroyed by the enemies. The other helicopter leaves the spot, leaving Marcus and Matthews behind. Matthews dies due to injuries, and now Marcus is the only one left. After some time, a helicopter comes again but could not find anyone there. Taliban fighters also do not manage to find Marcus. Marcus spends the night in the mountains. The next morning, he awakens due to extreme pain. He finds his way to a pond where he drinks water to quench his thirst. There, he is confronted by some village men. A man named Gulab takes Marcus to his home. In his home, a man opposes the decision to keep an American soldier in their house, but Gulab insists to keep Marcus safe as he is their guest. Marcus is still confused about why Gulab is taking care of him. He even scares them with a grenade, but they keep taking care of Marcus. Finally, Marcus trusts them and hands them a note so that he can inform his base about his location. Meanwhile, the insurgents come in search of Marcus following his blood from the mountains. They attack the villagers and take Marcus out. The moment they are ready to behead Marcus, the villagers and Gulab point their guns at the Taliban fighters. Taliban fighters temporarily leave the place, but they are going to attack the village again. In the further scenes, the team backup can be seen dispatched to save Marcus. Taliban fighters attack the village, and the soldier also arrive at the spot. The fight takes place, and the exchange of fire creates havoc. Marcus also gets into a hand-to-hand fight with one of the insurgents. At that point, Gulab's son helps him by giving him a knife. U.S. soldiers succeed in saving Marcus's life. Marcus, before leaving the village, thanks Gulab for his son and all the villagers. He tells them that he owes his life to them. Marcus is taken to the hospital and is saved. Viewers of this movie are inspired by the real story of Marcus Luttrell, who was a lone survivor in the operation at Red Wing. The villagers in Afghanistan saved Marcus as a part of a traditional code of honor known as Pashtunwali. Thank you for watching the video. We will get back with more videos like this soon.